Wow, that is the official recording. Guys, we will be interviewing somebody who scored a band 8 in speaking. And then, how many months did you review, Kat? Kat. 2 months, correct?
Yes po. Almost 3 rin po. Kasi February po ako I enrolled last February.
Okay.
So
And then, you came to us, your previous IELTS was 6.5
only. Yes. And then,
you needed help with the speaking.
yes, sir.
Okay.
For me to fly in US.
Yeah, for you to fly to the US. Kat, tell me about yourself for a bit.
Okay. I
You're
am
a nurse?
Catherine. I am Catherine Ababa. I am a medical technologist, and I've been currently working at public hospital here.
Okay. How long have you been working in Cebu? Yes. How long have you been working there, Kat?
I've been working here for about 6 years.
Okay, it's time to leave. Yeah, 6 years, that's a long time. Yeah, all right. And then, so Kat, before we go into a demonstration, could you tell us your experience? So when did you take your exam? That was April 29, correct?
Yes, sir. Last Friday.
Last Friday, oh my God.
Yes,
Okay.
April 29.
Just last Friday. And you scored a band 8, so you are the 6th person to score a band 8
wow.
for the year, right? For the year. Okay. Oh, you should ask about last year, Kat. We had 10 band 8s last year.
Wow.
Damn.
So ngayon, mas dadami pa, sir. Kasi
Yeah.
nasa April pa lang.
Yeah, we're only in April. And then the thing is, last year, we had 2 band 9s.
Wow.
But so far, this year, we haven't had a band 9 yet. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 9 people scored band 8 last year. But we haven't had a band 9 yet this year. Last year, we had 2 band 9s. Oh.
Wow. Maybe the incoming, sir.
Yeah. Maybe the...
like Miss Jam. Waiting for the result of Miss Jam tomorrow.
Oh my God. So Jam has already taken our test. Okay. All right. So what time was your exam?
9
speaking
o'clock.
Exam.
9
Okay,
o'clock
you
in
had
the
speaking
morning.
first.
Yeah, the speaking, sir, was 1:20 p.m. So I took the exam, the LRW first in the morning. Then in the afternoon, the speaking.
Okay, you hardly had time for lunch. Did you ever get to eat lunch?
Yes, because there was a nearby 7-Eleven.
Okay.
My colleagues, yes.
Okay. You just had 7-Eleven lunch. Okay.
Yeah.
And then, so you had to be there at 1:30, correct? Your exam was 1:30, correct?
1:20. But actually, sir, we just bought some lunch at 7-Eleven. Then the invigilator told us that we could eat there at the lounge. So we just brought our food, and then for us to somehow some time to relax. So then we just waited there for that time.
Okay. All right. And then, so finally it was your turn. So you went into this was the computer delivered, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And you went into it was like a booth, right? With a computer, correct? Kat? Can you hear me, Kat?
No, wala.
Kat? Hi,
Yes,
Kat.
sir. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right. So could you tell me your first...
Hindi ko masyado. Ayan.
Okay.
Ay, nawawala ba, sir?
No, you're okay from my end.
Hello. Ayan, sir.
And then your examiner, could you tell me about your examiner? Was the examiner a foreigner?
Yes, my examiner was a foreigner, British. He looks like Mr. Keith O'Hare, the one in YouTube, the one handling
really?
yes, sir.
Okay.
Parang,
Like he had glasses as well.
yes. I think he's
Okay.
not wearing glasses. But most likely he's like that. Bald, white, big man. White,
Okay.
like that.
As pleasing a personality as Kito here.
Yes.
He was warm,
He
accommodating.
was, yes, he keep on smiling. That's why I make it sure that I'm also relaxed for me to be able to talk in a calm way.
Okay. All right. So finally, the exam begins. What was the first question? Let's go through the line of questioning, Kat, if you remember.
Yes, the first question was, tell me about your hometown. So I answered,
Easy
well,
peasy.
yes, I came from Cebu City. Then it was the fifth largest city in the entire Philippines, and then located at southern part of the Philippine archipelago. Then he asked me, where you learn history when you were in a grade school? So that's the second
Did you
question.
learn?
Did you
Did you
learn
learn?
about history? And then I answered yes. In fact, I was able to learn that Cebu City was discovered by Magellan. So that question was really, during the drills, I never encountered that question. So that was really a new word for me. And then at least I was able to answer it. Then I told him that it was one of the most important landmark here in Cebu City. It's Magellan, because we have here the big monument of Magellan where he first landed. So that's it.
Okay. All right. What was the next one?
Oh wait, history. I think the one
Kat,
the next
I
sir.
saw that cross, that Magellan's Cross,
Yes,
and it
sir.
turns out to be quite far from the seaside, right?
Yes, because sir, a long time ago, according to the ancestor or the history of Cebu City, the ocean or the sea is there really, but
Was.
was there
Was.
was there
Bumalik
really,
yung
but
past
then
tense.
but as the development comes, the innovation like that, the Magellan's Cross was made of concrete now because of the uh, industrialization and that's it. So
Okay.
sa
So
halip na dagat sa halip na
you're
dagat dati
saying
yun,
that at
sir.
the time, that part of Cebu was the beach.
Yes, sir. Oh.
That
Tapos
far.
tapos
Uy,
as the time goes
English.
by, as the time goes by,
As
due
the
to
time went by.
as the time went by, due to industrialization, a lot of establishments were built. So that's the time that the beach line became the road proper like that. So yes.
Okay. All right. And then what was the next one?
The next one, sir, that's the one I've told you that I didn't hear right. That's why I just make it up. I just really told him the truth that come again, sir. Can you repeat the question because I didn't hear it right. So he repeated the question, and then again I didn't really catch the question, sir. Yes, that's the truth. And then I just told him that sir, I'm very sorry, but I didn't quite get the questions right. It's really hard for me to answer it, but I'll try my best. I'll just tell you anything that was on my mind, and then so that's it. I made an ad lib, sir. Parent should.
Okay. So what was the question that you didn't hear much?
That's the time that I really I forgot the question, sir, because that's really hard. It's not. I think that's another topic. But after that, he threw the question about mirror. So that's the time that I was able to to gain confidence again.
Okay.
So that's it. Are you using mirror? Yes.
Mhm.
Basically,
The
every
typical
day.
question you get in bubbles.
Yes, yes, sir. Oh, I think thrice I encountered that. I think I encountered that question thrice during the bubbles.
In the bubbles. And those were the questions that were asked of you.
Mm.
Damn.
And then I think
Okay.
4 to 5 questions about mirror. When was the last time you bought a mirror? And then I answered, actually, sir, it was yesterday because I'm preparing for the IELTS examination because I want to feel beautiful and ayun, I want to feel confident and so that I can reflect myself if I'm really confident uh,
Mhm.
in taking the IELTS.
That was a true story.
Yes, sir.
You really bought a mirror the day before.
No, sir. I just
Okay. You
made
just
that
made it up.
question. Yes, story.
Okay.
And then the other one was, will you design your future house like mirror on the all over the wall like that?
Mhm.
So and I answered like maybe yes because mirror is a sign of a reflection or it will luminize your house. So maybe in the near future I will probably decorate my future house with lots
Mhm.
of mirrors so that I can see myself whenever I turn myself there and everywhere so I can see myself if I'm
Okay.
really look good like that.
That question came out in the bubbles as well.
No, sir. The only
Mm.
the have you bought mirror or would you? I think the would you design your house with a lot of mirror like that? But the fifth
Okay.
question was, I think it's out of the box. I encountered that during the examination.
Okay. What was that fifth question?
That's
Will
it,
you
sir.
design your house? Ah.
Yes. So I told him that maybe in the real future, I
Mhm.
will probably um, put some mirror on my house for me
Mhm.
to look for, or whenever I go, I can check myself if I'm really confident when I go out like that.
Mhm. Okay. All right. So let's move along.
See, yes.
Was it the part two already after that?
The part two was a place in the countryside where you enjoyed going to.
Enjoyed. Past
Enjoyed.
tense.
So yes, sir. So that's why I mentioned like that was 2 years ago when. So
Mm.
I mentioned so I didn't use any. I really forgot to use any introductory marker
Mhm.
like to be honest like this. So I just
Mhm.
I use like this. I answer this way. Okay, I'm
Mhm.
going to talk about the place in countryside that I enjoyed. I enjoyed go that I enjoyed. It was 2 years ago
Mhm.
when my mother's birthday. We decided to go to mountainous area of Cebu. The name
Mhm.
of the area was Moalboal. So we went to a river surrounded by flower. It actually is a flower garden along the beach.
Mhm.
Along the river. I only made that
Mhm.
answer, sir, actually. Because I cannot think of any countryside that's beautiful that I can describe more. The thing came into my mind was that I really love flowers or garden like that. So I just add on that it's a river and then surrounded by many flowers like that. So I can have I use the term it's a picturesque view like that
Mhm.
along the river. So
Picturesque.
maybe
Mhm.
that's the time that I use some advanced words.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes. So I was able to sustain that 2 minute talk. So I answer like this. It
But
was
there's
the
really
best.
such a place in Cebu, Amalbual.
I'm no sir because Malbol is a beach really. So there's a beach, but there I really just invented the garden so that I can sustain that to me because I just cannot
Mm,
say beach all over beach white I've mentioned already uh white azure beach because Cebu City is an island like that on the part one. So in part two, I just made
what did
up
you
the
say? Azure? Azure
azure.
Beach?
Yes.
I see. Okay.
Ah, yes, that's it. So
Azure.
for
Mm-hmm.
me to sustain that 2 minute talk, so I have to mention that it was really a picturesque view wherein my mother was also fond of that, going to botanical garden like that, and then we made
Mm-hmm.
sure that we took photos for us to have some souvenirs.
Mm-hmm.
So we really enjoyed the birthday, aside from the fact that um what did I say? Aside from the fact that it was her birthday, and that's her favorite spot of
Mm-hmm.
that place. So that was
Okay.
and then he stopped
That
me.
was
Yes,
okay.
sir.
It was really your mom's birthday.
No,
You just made that up.
I just
Okay.
made it up, sir.
Okay.
Uh,
And then that word Azure, where did you pick up that word?
I just
I
read
just
that on.
Googled it. It means bright blue in color.
Yes, sir. That's because
Azure.
I made research on some words to describe the beach, sugar white beach,
Mm,
azure like that, sir. So it retained into my vocabs to use azure. It just came out.
okay.
Yes.
And then the examiner had no idea. You were just lying about the Azure
Yes.
beach.
But
Damn.
really, sir, Moalboal is known for diverse paradise because aside from the white beach, it has this sardine run. So, but I didn't experience that. But Moalboal is really the diving capital of Cebu. But
Okay.
yes, sir.
All right.
So that part two
Okay.
ended.
Yay.
So
Azure. Azure.
yes, sir.
Okay. And then picturesque.
Oh, picturesque. I've encountered that one of the YouTube videos. I think it's learning IELTS, something like that. I've encountered that months
Mhm.
ago.
Okay. All right. So it was already part three.
Yes. So part
So
three, all the questions were regarding countryside. So I think the
mhm.
first one was what are the advantages and disadvantages of living countryside compared to the city? So
Mhm.
so I answered like this. And there are several drawbacks and advantages of living in the countryside. First, you have limited access in education because there are only few uh,
Yeah.
private school here, and then also limited job opportunities, unlike in the city that if you are not able to finish your education, you can still find
Mhm.
job like construction. And
Mhm.
if ever you are like in a college level, you
Yeah.
can apply in a call center because Cebu City has lots of BPO institution wherein you can apply for
Mhm.
a agent, something like that.
Okay. All right.
Oh,
What was
then
the next one? You know, her
that's
questions are so similar to the ones that Alona had.
bubbles, yes, sir. Very. So that's why
Mhm.
it's really familiar. But then sometimes I really got stuttered. And then there was this one question, sir, that I asked again the examiner to repeat it.
Come on, Kat. What's wrong with your hearing? Okay.
Because
What was the question?
I got nervous that time. The question was how will the government do, or how will
Mhm.
the government will uh I remember it was how will the government will implement to
government will.
alleviate. The word, sir, was alleviate. And then
Mhm.
I didn't hear it right because the examiner was really like he's eating the word because, oh, sure. Because he is really a slang. That's
Okay.
why
Was he referring to alleviating city
uh,
problems?
yeah, no, how the government will what will the government do to alleviate people
Mhm.
from leaving the rural the countryside moving to the city.
I
So
see.
yes,
Okay.
sir. So I didn't hear right the word alleviate because I think he is very slang. So I just
Mhm.
asked him to, can you repeat, sir? Because I didn't
Mhm.
hear it right. And then that's the
Mhm.
time that I got nervous again because that's the second time that that I asked the examiner to repeat, and then he repeated slowly. That's why I got it. Okay, the word was alleviate. So
Uh-huh.
into my mind, the word alleviate means maybe to lessen the
SM.
movement.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's it. So I got it,
Mhm.
and then I was able to answer like in my mind, I think the government should focus more on putting up some job opportunities on countryside so that people there
Mhm.
will not like that. So will not move from countryside going to the city
Mhm.
because there will be job opportunities already in that certain area. Unlike
Mhm.
before that, there are only few opportunities like that, and then the government should
Mhm.
also establish like private school and accessible
Mhm.
hospitals like
Yeah.
that. And then the third one was, do you think
Galing. Mhm.
do you think mm, more people are moving from the urban area ah,
Mhm.
urban area to the city? Parang it's like that he just reversed the question
Mhm.
from the uh,
Mhm.
rural to the city, then the other one
Mhm.
was city to the like that. So
City
absolutely yes, sir. So
to the
absolutely
countryside.
yes. So so that's the time that I think that I repeat I repeat the answer of because there were limited job opportunities. um I
Mhm.
added up um the youngsters will enjoy more on the city because there were lots of party. I mentioned also you can all you can party all the way. That's the time
Mhm.
he smiled because
Mhm.
especially nowadays youngsters really love to enjoy themselves after a busy work or after
Mhm.
very exhausted duty. They would love to enjoy themselves. So in the city there are lots of cafe or restaurant that you can enjoy. Aside from that,
Mhm.
you can party all the way.
Okay.
That's it. That's
Mhm.
the time that I also laugh, and then he also laugh at me. Okay,
Okay.
then he sometimes he cut me because maybe that's uh, I think he was able to get the answer he's waiting for. So it's okay. It's
Mhm.
okay. Let's proceed to other topic like that. And then the last
Mhm.
one was, I forgot, but I think that's the last one. The when I mentioned the part, you can party all the way because
Mhm.
youngsters were very fond of attending parties like that to enjoy themselves. That you cannot experience that in the countryside because there were only limited access of like the entertainment.
Mhm.
So that's
Okay.
it, sir. Maybe that's the last. And then he told
Mhm.
me that, okay, good luck, Kathy, and that's the end of your examination.
Okay.
Goodbye. Yes. So that's the
Cat,
yes,
wait.
sir.
Can you fix the electric fan? I think it's facing the microphone.
Ay, sige, sir.
Okay.
Okay, here.
Sige. Exactly the same questions that Alona had during her speaking test.
Ah,
Yeah.
really? Oh, movement, but all about countryside.
Even the part 2 was the same that Alona
Ay,
had.
mm,
Yeah. Okay.
oh, I think it's
All right.
quite hard. So all
Yeah.
you have to do is to make up, really make up.
All
But
right.
sir, in the actual, sir, I think in the speaking up, it's a village. The actual question in the
Mm,
speaking up was describe a village, something.
mhm.
But then,
Okay. All right. Thank God for the mirror questions, right?
yeah, it
Yeah.
really gave me the confidence, the mirror.
Okay. Yeah, I heard
Ayun.
that question so many times in the
Yes.
bubbles. There we go again with the mirror question.
Ah,
Okay. And then thankfully, those were the questions that actually came out.
during the
All right,
exam.
Kat. So we will
Yes.
demonstrate. Ready?
Yes.
Woohoo! Okay.
Speaking
So,
number 2. Yes.
yeah, just a few questions. This is from Cambridge 4. So, for this first part, just a few questions about yourself, Kathy. Nox,
Oh.
Kathy. Kathy, bakit siya Kathy sa atin, Kat? Which
Kat.
one is it?
I just told the examiner that he can call me Kathy.
Okay. Sige na nga. All right.
Hello.
Kathy,
Yeah.
do you have any hobbies or interests?
Okay. Since I have a very busy schedule at this moment, I really don't have the time to relax or engage in a hobby that I used to when I was young. So basically
Mm-mm.
nowadays, I just focus myself on running errands, especially that I'm a working mom, and also in preparing the examination. So
Mm-mm.
normally my vacant time I usually spend that and reviewing and drilling.
Yeah, doing the bubbles.
Yes.
Okay. And what about before your preparations for the IELTS exam? Did you have any hobbies?
Yes, I have because I'm doing some personalized like personalized coin purse like that and passport holder. So during my free time, I work on that, engraving some names on this kind of stuff for me to have extra
Mm-hmm.
income. Aside from that's my hobby, and I'm earning out of it.
Mm-hmm. Okay. How did you become interested in this?
I saw one entrepreneur in Facebook. That's Mom
Mm-hmm.
Angeline. So I got interested because I really love something like that personalized. And then instead of buying, because I think that's too expensive for me to buy that, and I think that I can still do that because if only I have the raw materials. So I
Mm-hmm.
contacted Miss Angeline if I can access with the that this engraving material so that I will be the one to make it. And then she introduced me that, oh, okay, you can do that as an
Mm-hmm.
hobby, and you can always and you can also extend that and you can earn out of it. So that's why during the pandemic, that's the
Mm-hmm.
hobby that I into, and I'm also earning out of it.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I see.
Yes.
So, who were the people who paid you for this?
Um, I come again, sir.
Hmm. Alleviate. Who
Ay.
were the people who paid you for this hobby?
Okay. Sometimes my colleagues, I posted it on my Facebook account, and then I sell it for I just put some profit of it, like 50 pesos up. So, but
Mm-hmm.
I invested some like 2,000 only, but then I really gained some high profit because they don't have the idea that the leather or the and the engraving materials were really that uh, expensive. So
Mm,
I told them that it's really a leather and then it came from Thailand.
mm,
So they will not
okay.
bargain my product. So if I tell them that it's cost 350 for a personalized coin purse, so they will just buy it.
Okay. Let's talk about holidays. So on your holidays, on your during the time of your holidays in your country, what do you usually do?
During holidays, I spend time going to the beach because Cebu City is known for a lot of pristine beaches. So basically, if we have time, if we have
Pristine and
time,
azure and what's the
yes,
other word? What's the other word?
Sugar
Uh,
White Beach,
no,
Sugar
no.
White
It's
Beach,
also letter P.
pristine.
Uh, pristine and there was another word you used in your actual exam. Pristine
Ano?
and
Picturesque.
uh, picturesque. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So that's what you
So
would do.
yes, so spending some time, especially if we have the budget and also the time for us to relax after
Mhm.
some very exhausted duty.
Okay. And how do you have many holidays in your country?
Uh, yes, yes, actually today is a holiday, so but I prefer to stay at home because I wanted to relax and entertain some of the questions and
Okay.
okay, so
Thank
time to
you for
relax.
spending your holiday with us. Okay. And then, is there any particular place you would like to visit that you haven't visited yet?
Oh, okay. I think I wanted to go to uh but the beach that I didn't we uh experience yet. It's in the Candaya Beach Resort. It's located in
Mhm.
the northern part of Cebu. So it's a five-star beach. Actually, it's a hotel along the beach. So basically,
Mhm.
I would prefer to spend my holiday if ever there will be
Mhm.
coming holidays so that I will be exposed in that area because northern part of Cebu was really a great location for some beautiful beaches.
Mhm. Okay. Now, Kathy, I would like you to talk about the topic. And before you talk, you have 1 minute to prepare your answer. You may write notes if you wish. In front of you is a pen and paper for you to write notes in. And here's your topic. Wait, Kat. You had that piece of paper already in front of you before you
Yeah.
started, right?
Yes.
It was already there.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
All right. So we got this is not on purpose. This is really what came out in Cambridge for. I would like you to describe a river, lake, or sea which you visited.
Ah.
We're gonna go through the same story again. We're gonna
Yeah, it's
go through
really.
Malbual again, and then we're gonna talk about the pictures and the azure and the pristine.
Ah.
Sige, Kat, daanan na lang natin. I'm sorry to say that was really the question.
Oh, really, sir? Part
Yeah,
four?
Cambridge 4,
Cambridge 4. Oh.
test 3. Sige, Kat, ready? 2 minutes. You're
Right?
gonna kill it. No challenge whatsoever.
Okay, so I'll just answer the way I answered during the actual
Yeah.
exam.
Okay. So let's go. Time starts now.
Okay, I'm going to talk a place wherein I enjoyed going. That was the river surrounded by a botanical garden. Um, that was 2 years ago to be exact. That was my mother's birthday. We celebrated her 60th birthday in that area in Moalboal specifically. There was this river surrounded by botanical garden because that's one of the bucket list of my mother's wish. to celebrate her very special day. So we decided to take part on that place because that was really um, cool area wherein you can experience the greeneries. Aside from that, you can see you can experience the sounds of fishes, and also there were some fishermen trying to catch some of the living creature there, and also that was really a picturesque view. So we were able to we were able to capture the most breathtaking view in that area because my mother really wanted that to have a selfie on that place. Aside from that, we have some food to enjoy, so some kind of picnic in that place. So it's really far from the civilization, I think, but really we really enjoyed that moment. Although um, the area was not that big because there's only a river
Thank
and
you,
we don't.
Kat. Thank you,
Yun.
Kathy. Kathy. Okay. And then how long
Hi.
did you stay in this place?
Only day use 8 to 5 because
Okay.
we went home after the 5 because the river was not for overnight because they don't have that house or lodging house
Mm.
to for the visitors to sleep over
Mm.
there. So for you to enjoy, you can bring your tent, but basically not advised for
Mm.
overnight stay.
Okay. All right. So we've been talking about a river, a lake, or a sea which you visited, and just a few more questions about it. So, Kathy, can you tell me why people enjoy going to bodies of water like this?
Okay, basically because now that it's summertime, so because Philippines
Mm-mm.
is in a tropical, we only have the rainy season and summertime. So since it's summertime, people usually go outside their houses looking for some place to refresh on. So normally people would go to bodies of water like beaches, rivers, and other or swimming pools. So they will experience coolness and release their um, stress. So that's
Ah.
mostly people do. Yes, sir.
Mm-mm. Okay. And um, why do you think bodies of water make us feel calm?
Maybe because of the refreshing feeling that it brings when you dip down in that body of water, like in a swimming pool or especially in the river. So river bring refreshing feeling into our bodies. Unlike in a ocean or sea, that it's open, very open to the sun rays. So basically, people would prefer to the rivers
Mhm.
for them to have the strange feeling because we usually hear some people going to the sea, to the beaches, but
Mhm.
after that they experience some sunburn. But in a river, I think it's much lesser, so they prefer to go there and have some fun.
Okay. And how important is it for a town or a city to be located near a body of water?
um it's very imperative for them to
Oh.
for a community to have some bodies of water for the community to have um some sort of refreshment, or if they really feel exhausted or tired after a long day, so they will just go there to the nearby river or beach for them to enjoy and release their stress. Because one way of relieving stress is to dip yourself and feel cool.
All right. Why do you think, Kathy, people pollute bodies of water? Damn.
If they don't, people actually will pollute bodies of water if they don't follow some rules and regulation that was set by the government. More likely, they should observe some rules and regulation, like beyond this time there will be no more people using these bodies of water, because they will, so that they will have some time to clean it up, so that they will maintain the cleanliness and the freshness of that certain pool or beach, so they can. Okay, yun na yun.
All right. And finally, let's talk about the fishing industry. What do you think are the challenges facing the fishing industry?
I think nowadays fishing industry is it's not how can I forgot that term, but it's not very common nowadays, because people are learning alternative ways of earning, even though they live in near the sea or a river. People, the government is providing like another source of income, like carpentry or in a construction, wherein they can practice other skills, like building a house or a table, like that. So so that people living in that area will not focus on fishing, because as we all know, population of fish become lesser. Or because of there are some people who still practice illegal fishing, but in far area. So
let's talk of climate change. How do you think climate change is affecting the industry, the fishing industry?
It affects a lot, because when we say like in a fishing, then there will be sudden change of the weather, like it suddenly has strong
Go, Cat.
if ever yung anak ko if ever there will be a sudden change of the weather, like strong wind or storm, so the fisherman cannot go into fishing because of the risk that they will be encountered. So more likely people will just stay on their houses and wait for the sea to come down for them to go back in fishing. And aside from that, climate change affect significantly in terms of farming, because the strong heat of the sun can produce dryness of the crops. So people cannot plant more crops, especially the rice, which requires significant amount of water. So
Thank you, Kathy.
ay,
That's the
naman
end of your speaking test. Tapos na nga mag-exam eh. Stress pa ulit.
ginisa ulit.
Ginisa na naman eh. Kat, no, for the rest of you, so I don't think you can say farming there, because that's not really the fishing industry. Right? So,
ang hirap naman ng fishing.
Yeah. Bad 7 ka lang sa akin.
Buti hindi ko ay sabi na. Depende talaga sa question. Buti na lang.
Wait, but aside from what you mentioned, Climate change actually results in a lot of destruction of the the coral reefs there.
Mm-mm.
So as we know, coral reefs are important in the ocean ecosystem. That's why we have fewer fish in the ocean. Damn, the weather's becoming hotter, and so coral reefs are dying out, which is what they call as coral bleaching, right? So there, that's the one. Okay.
Malay natin sa
Sige.
next month.
Oo, baka that might come out,
Baka
guys. So,
May, baka yan.
oo. Pero I guess the power of your performance is really in your ability to utilize the cheats, right? Especially in those times when you couldn't understand the word, right? Cathy?
Yes, sir.
No, Kat?
Yeah. Yes,
Parang
sir.
baon na
Para-
baon yung cheats, eh, no? Parang dala-dala mo siya, eh, no?
Oo, yun na lang yung nagpabuhay sa akin, sir, na bahala
Yeah.
na, basta hindi lang mag-pause ng matagal.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the time na, okay.
At saka, you can really see the cheats in her, guys. Kasi I was asking her questions about fishing, and my God, hindi naman tayo mangisda, no? Pero she was still able to answer it by using speculative words like maybe, it could be,
Yeah.
mga ganun, ano. Yun, those are cheats, no? Yun, I see. Hindi na, pero winner talaga yung yung if you don't understand the question, pinapasok na yung cheat. Winner!
Yun na. Parang
Holiday.
yun na lang. At least, kahit wala kang, you don't have the idea, at least you still manage to talk. You did not leave yung parang hanging. So, yun yung parang ko na lang, ay, baka makapasa. Kasi nga
Oo, hindi. It turned out to be a band aid, no?
Oo nga, sir. Kaya nga, yun. Medyo naiyak nga ako.
Wow, band aid, man. Like, thank you, Azur. Thank you,
Ayun.
Picturesque and Christine. Di ba? An invented story.
Oo nga, sir. Puro in-invent.
Winner.
The power
so guys, the power of lying.
Inventing of stories.
But it really is the power of the drill, right? Yeah. All the time in drilling. So today is May 3.
May 3, yes.
2022. So far for this year, we have had, my God, we have had 6 band aids already. Wow. Can you imagine last year we had like 10 band aids? What's that 10? Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 band aids. But now we already have 6. And then we have 7 band 7.5s, 2 8.5s. So Kathy is one of the band aids. Thank you, Bubbles.
Oo nga, yung midnight drill.
The midnight bubble.
Midnight
drill. Sheila Holgado, right?
Yes, Ma'am Sheila talaga yung yung reyna ng midnight.
You're the queen of the midnight bubble there. Thanks, Kat. Hold on, guys. I'll just stop the recording and then... Hold on. How do I go about this? And we're gonna see this on YouTube. Yee-hee. Hold on.
Wag na.
Okay. Stopping the recording. Hold on.